chat. Hi, everybody. I'm not sure what to get started with here first. I think I'm going to start by heating up my oven. I'm also going to take a look at this gorgeous beef stew and give this some water. We definitely at that point with the beef where too rough with it, it just breaks now. It's just crumbly. So we got the oven heating up for our potatoes. Let's prep our potatoes. Chicken stock looking lovely over there, just slowly bubbling. As you can see, I got that down pretty good. It's bubbling regularly, but for being such a small burner, I think I got that dialed in pretty good on one batch. Oh, dad joke. Dad joke. Dad joke. Cooking oil on the potatoes. Let's see, a little chili powder, because why not? Onion and garlic powder. Yep, working on dinner now, Zeeks. I don't think the return to my base is going to be the exciting part there anyways. OBS crashed on me while I was on my way back, but I mean, hey, that went like amazing. That went like perfect for everything. Ender Dragon done. 0 problems, 0 deaths, 0. Didn't even need to break out the obsidian to block my way out or anything. Wither done, no problem. Couple free racks of deep rock, deep slate. That worked pretty well. And went back to the end and found myself an elytra. And so now I just have to figure out how the heck I'm going to get home. Yeah, credits mostly. Yeah, that was quite the experience. We're going to have to look back on the VOD and see how long the credit roll was there on Minecraft, because that was a minute. When you defeat the Ender Dragon, which was actually the first task of everything there, you beat the game. Even though the Wither is sort of harder, well, it wasn't harder, but it's supposed to be harder. And it's an older part of the game. Let's see here, what else do I want to throw on these potatoes? I want tasty taters tonight. Alright, we'll leave it with that. Onion, garlic, chili powder. We'll have them ready for when the stove's ready. I'll just quick throw them on this former cookie pan. Let's get this out of the way here. Well, let's finish up this. I need to make a little bit of ganache. A little bit of ganache. But I would not be exaggerating if I said that the credits were a good 20 to 25 minutes long. It wasn't all credits. I mean, they had an impressively long end of the game message that I started trying to narrate and gave up rather quickly on. But at the end, I tried everything, and when it was fading to black, I was hitting escape, I was hitting the space bar, and the only way you could really end it was just either live through it or close the game. Hey, Caspero. And so we're continuing on making our ganache, or our cake. I'm also making a mess here with the half and half. And quick take the half and half here and bring this up to heat on the stove. almost out of water again. Oven's up to temp, so let's start roasting our taters. Drizzling the last little oil in the bowl over all of them. We're trying to evenly distribute it. It's gonna be rough getting to all of them, but actually no, I might get all of them easily. There we go, that was all of them. Yeah, because, I mean, I'm not back home. I gotta make it back home. And I think the only way that I can make it back home is flying into that one gap block space, because I don't have a trapdoor. My only alternative is to take one of the ender chests and put everything in the ender chest and die. I don't even know if that'll work, because I don't know, I haven't been back to home. I haven't set my spawn since I've had my ender chest. I don't know how ender chests really work, other than I know they're sort of like, you can put them everywhere and it's the same stash. Good question, Zeeks. Do you keep going? I don't know how late it is for you, but yeah, that was always like, you got me thinking about corpse runs now for older games, in particular for me, that being EverQuest. Potatoes in there. Our cream is looking nice and warm, or rather my half and half is looking nice and warm. I need to measure out a bit of chocolate here. Flames off on the half and half. How much is it in this bag, actually? Okay. It's going to be a majority of this bag, but it's not all of it. There you go, 8 ounces. That's how it is, yeah. That's the lighter version there, yeah, where you just lose a little bit of advancement. Corpse runs. Ugh. I mean, you could be like at the very end of a raid, at the very end of an event, and just die to something stupid playing around at the end or something like that, and you'd be stuck for hours trying to get back to where you were in order to get your corpse. I'm going to give that a bit more heat just because I let it cool for a second. Okay, let's see if I can speed run this without having to do this in 2 steps. Our pastry cream from earlier. Plop, please. And so this is still very solidified from being cool from the refrigerator. But this is pastry cream, so once it even comes up to close to room temp, this is going to be gorgeous. And that has to be the easiest frosting I've ever seen in my life. And I sort of want this to be my top, I think. I like this. This looks gorgeous, even though we're going to cover it with chocolate. So I'm going to see if I can't carefully... Oh, I forgot I had to pull this one back a bit in order to get it to release. Hey, Greek boy. It looks quite ridiculous right now, but we're not quite done. All right. Chocolate hasn't fully melted in here yet. I'm sort of tempted to give this a little microwave time, even though, like, should be smoother than this. I don't want those little graininess to this. I know it's just unmelted chocolate, but alright, I'm just going with it. The expectation is I'm going to lose that ripple that I just put in there. But it was easy for me to push everything well to the edge with that one cover, and it'll settle and be nice and flat, hopefully. And then I've got extra chocolate to throw on the cookies. This might have been the play for the cookies that are going into that icebox cake. And give the sides a second here with my hands against them to hopefully melt it a little bit. It's feeling like it's cold enough that it might be solid enough to pull out. Nice. Talk about easy. Yeah. And we can just slice it. I'm not going to do that right now, but you gotta have your cake and your ice cream. This is not really ice cream, but it's sort of. We'll just forget the cake from Wednesday. I can't wait for that pastry cream to come down to temp and it actually to sort of squish into its final shape. Right now it's just sort of like the dimension of the pot here. Absolutely, Zeeks. I will be packaging the vast majority of that, likely at the beginning of tomorrow's ingredient challenge stream. I was of the mind if I got a bunch of people to join into my Minecraft server, we can maybe be playing Minecraft all night, but since it's looking like it's probably going to just be me, I'm probably going to call the stream when I'm done with cooking tonight, and I'll bag the stock tomorrow. It usually works best that way anyways, as far as... But yes, I bag and freeze them, and actually I can show you here, Zeke, my last batch. I still got a couple of bags. I got 3 in this freezer, I might have a couple more in the other one, but in bags, frozen. Don't ask me where to get the bags. I bought them. I buy them special order from a company, and I currently have about half a case right now I'm working through. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do when I'm done with that case, because do I really need to buy another case? They're sold by the case, by the 1,000, I think. Did I set a timer for my taters? I did not. We'll give them 20 minutes. Yeah, but you got to figure those bags are flat packed in there. I mean, it's like 1,000 Ziplocs when they're sold as Ziplocs. Yeah, I make a decent pastry cream. Yeah, because I like the actual green scrubbies, and because I don't like buying them like 3 at a time. Like, you can see the actual Scotch-Brite like green scrubbies at the supermarket, but they sell them in small packs. And so, how many was in this? I don't even know how many was in this. But I bought a case. You know, I call it a small case of green scrubbies. And then it's off angle because I cut these down in size from here to there. And so I bought a small case of those small layered green scrubbies and then cut them in half. So I'm going to throw this back in the freezer, but so chat knows what we got there, we can just slice this as sort of like I was saying before, this is like the original Veneta. We got a couple of cookies in there that I froze in there with some sour cream, some whipped cream, and then a whole bunch of powdered sugar. Some lemon, some vanilla, and cherries. And so I'm going to call this the last hour on that chicken stock before I pull it off of those bones, or off of everything that's in there. And so this is really the only other stir that this is getting since I started, is we're putting all of the greens in there. That is the stems from a whole bunch of parsley, the tops from our leeks, the tops from our celery, and just gonna push that all down in there. I already threw a couple of bay leaves in there. I'm gonna add a good punch of thyme into that. Some peppercorns. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Oh, that's great. That's great right there. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And then into our beef stew, I'm going to take one of these whole things of parsley here and some of that thyme, and we're going to add all of that in there. I think actually, Zeke, you're saying you bought that during the pandemic. I think that's sort of action there is what saved the economy from going under during the pandemic. At the same time, I'm still an advocate that we should have shut down for better for longer. And I'm wishing that I had some form of cheesecloth. Still want to say that I thought I had some, but without that, I am going to very specifically put that in with my soup. The rest of that I'm worried about losing too much from. And so that's going to go in with my beef after we mix in this parsley. And I'm just going to sort of let that sit in there just like that and do my best to pull that whole thing back out as one from there. The thyme, I'm just going to strip from the stems. seeing you. Welcome in, Bluesy. And I'm happy to have you here. Hopefully you've had a lovely week. Or at least a lovely start to your week. You need some stew. Sure you need stew and not jiggle Boston cream pie. Alright, adding fresh time into that part there. A little agitation. Keeping the rosemary pretty much in the same spot. I can respect that, Zeeks. I can respect that. A man of meat. My kitchen is disasters. I'm gonna hate myself tomorrow when it's time to get ready to stream. Which I'll probably start to stream a little early tomorrow if I'm doing the stock and the ingredient challenge. Whatever the ingredient challenge is, I still haven't closed the vote. You can still sway the vote, chat. I'm shocked that hasn't settled more with the chocolate. That may stay like that. I may end up with that nice little ripple in the chocolate. At least it's a nice purposeful one versus it'll smooth out, which I've certainly done before. Would you like a cherry, chat? Take two, they're small. Goat butter. Goat cheese ain't bad either, but goat butter's where it's at. Goat butter's where it's at. You give me the choice between cow and goat milk for my butter. Cow ain't got a chance. Kefir ain't bad either. I don't drink it, but I like baking and cooking with it. Oh, this can work again. I don't have to manually try and do this. There we go. Suki! Thank you! Thank you for the biddies.
Happy birthday, Chef.
You got the lava lamp on for the biddies. But thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a minute since I've seen you, Suki. I hope you're doing wonderful. Alright, I'm going to pull that rosemary back out now. Because I just wanted to infuse that flavor a little bit. I don't want to get the rosemary into the final stew. And now we can mix all that thyme back in there with all the parsley. Close up on that before. So I want my setup for straining this, because that's how I'm going to be finishing tonight up, is I'm going to strain out the stock. So we have my two strainers here. We have the wider hold but heavy metal strainer, and then the finer mesh to catch all the smaller stuff. The heavy metal one catches all the bones, and the other one catches all the smaller stuff. Excuse my cough, I apologize. So the beef stew I am going to take off of the heat at this point. Call that pretty much done. I'm tempted to thicken the liquid with that, but I'm serving it with potatoes, so I'm going to leave it as thin as it is now. But if I were in a restaurant, I would want that sauce slightly thicker than it is right now. chocolate covered cookies. How can you go bad with chocolate covered cookie? I feel like I'm happy with this Boston cream pie. However, I think the last one I did was a bit better. We'll see. This one needs to fully warm up to room temp. It's the timer on the taters. It's the tater timer. So we got our taters here. White chocolate instead of dark. Depends. I like white chocolate more than most people. Then turn that oven back off. Why don't we put together our bowl here of stew, and then we'll strain our stock. Hit our taters up here with a bit of salt on the outside of them, since I didn't salt them before going in the oven. Some fresh cracked pepper. There we go, chat. There we go. I want me some stew. And yeah, this is going to be my best choice for this. Everything's dirty. Now hiring dishwasher, I'll feed you. You just have to clean all of my dishes. All of them. Bonus if you have video editing experience. Alright, we're straining now. We're straining. This was back to bubbling. It wasn't bubbling hard, but it was back to bubbling, so I'm counting that as done. I have not strained this at all tonight. Normally I would have, but things were floating. But that's what we got for stock, chat. That's looking pretty good to me. We get all the big pieces out of that. We got ourselves some mighty good stuff. All those bones have broken down and sunken and compressed. I'm splashing stock all over the place. Cosmic. Sort of gotta agree with that mentality. Then again, I mean, look at Star Wars itself. Yeah. It does not hold up from the romance side. Fight me. I'm sure someone will disagree with me on that one. Oh, I can turn this off. And again, I will repeat that I don't know really much of anything that's happened in the TV series or any of that. But I have heard rumors of Palpatine being back again. Okay, I'm running out of space with this trap. I'm gonna have to get another pan dirty. I don't know if that's even gonna fit in there. Darn it. I need 2 new containers. You're just going to be for trash. This is just going to be for bones and excess veggies. But I'm running out of room as far as stock too. Let's take some photos of the stuffs before I completely decimate it all, chomping down on it ahead of time. Ooh, the thickness of that gorgeous liquid. You recognize any whole carcasses left in that? Pretty sure that's the blade bone between the two chicken breasts. Whew. So that is our chicken stock strained. Whew. We'll take this off. I don't think we would have went way over this, but I do think I would have done more liquid than this. And chat, I didn't add the 5th gallon, so this is only really about 4 gallons of water plus whatever liquids came out of the solids there and didn't evaporate. It's probably less than 4 gallons. Although, to be honest, the liquid level in this pot right now seems almost as... well, that's a bigger pot, so... But I'm going to allow that to drain for a little bit because it is in a position where it can drain completely. I'm going to combine the two of these and slowly cook them overnight, just as is, just as the liquid, reduce it down a bit. The amount of oil that's on the top of this is going to keep it from losing too much of moisture anyways. And then tomorrow I'll bag it up, you know, first thing in the beginning of the stream. Take a look at chat here. Let's take a look at things here. Okay, there we go, chat. Why is this? Should be muted. Hopefully it's muted. Alright. I've taken photos. I'm going to allow the cake to warm up even more before I take photos or try to slice into that. Because right now it just looks like tub o pastry cream. Might have to toy with that, play with that a little bit to get that looking a little sexier. We'll see, but it has to come up to room temp. I am thinking I am going to wrap things up here though. We've got our cake, we've got our beef stew. I got chocolate covered cookies. Got more cherries that I've pitted. I've got the ice box cake, and we got chicken stock. I think that's a pretty good haul for today, don't you think, chat? I think that was a pretty good day's accomplishments there for on stream. I needed to invite you all over to eat this. Create that teleporter. we need that food teleporter. That way I can feed you all. I only sort of got that all over everything. It's a nice county. I enjoy Sonoma. I'm sad that the traffic drives me nuts these days in this county. And it does, unfortunately. Not because, I mean, Sonoma is all one-lane roads. Like, other than the 101 and the 12, even the majority of the 12 is one lane. Everything is one lane, and so when you get congestion and everything is one lane roads, there's no other, like, it's not like city congestion where you can go a block over, you're no secret route. It's, you're stuck. Nope, that's not gonna work. This might need to wait until it cools down. I can do this at least. And put this over here. And we can rinse out you. And do this the smart way and not ruin my back like I always try. I'll always probably end up doing. Put these two up buddy to buddy here. I wouldn't be haphazardly pouring this like this if I was worried about emulsifying the fats into my stock. For that perfect clear stock, if you go and make a consomme, don't do this. Strain off that fat carefully ahead of time, because doing this is going to result in, when it pours in there, it mixes, it combines, it emulsifies to a certain degree the fats, and the fats emulsifying into the liquid is what causes, in many cases, a cloudy stock. There's a gazillion other reasons that it could be. I'm just saying this is one of the big ones. Alright, and so that goes back on the flame. And tomorrow we bag. And that towel is already done for. It lasted one day. poor towel. Oops. Cosmic. Alright, folks, I'm having trouble pressing end stream here tonight. Let's force myself into this. Thank you, Cosmic. Let's see here. That was not... Oh. Yeah, we're just going to leave it there. We're just going to call it a night. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for joining in with me. I will let you all know how I fare with getting out of the end. If I make it out or not. At the very least, I hope to make it back to the portal where I can put everything in a box and call it quits and come back. Appreciate all of you, and I will be back here tomorrow. Ooh, let's wrap up the vote. I can wrap up the vote here while I'm still chatting. What do we got going in Discord? Refried Beans wins. So tomorrow is Refried Beans. For dinner and dessert. Beans. A valiant battle by Jackfruit, only losing by 1 point, by 1 vote. Valiant effort, Jackfruit, but no to you. I have used Jackfruit on stream once before. I think it was during Bun Bun's sponsored vegan week. But I have tried using. It is a pretty good substitute for pork. It's not. I want it to be. If I remember correctly, I thought it was a good addition to stretch pork, but all right. I think you're all amazing. Thank you for joining in with me. I'm gonna go eat. Good night.